Billed as the world's wildest marathon, a Kenyan game reserve drew more than 1,600 athletes from around the world for its third annual marathon. Jill Craig has more from Masai Mara on Kenya's efforts to make itself a sports tourism destination.
Long known as a premier destination for animal safaris, Kenya is working to increase its profile as a leader in the niche sports tourism industry. Due to the global success of Kenyan marathoners, many tourists are interested in training or just running alongside these world-class athletes. The Masai Mara Marathon provides just such an experience.
They're amazing. It's just a complete different class. I mean, it's hard running up here, partly because of the altitude. I hadn't really done that much training, so they're just incredible.
The marathon's course takes the runners through the Masai Mara, a large game reserve in southwestern Kenya. Unlike other marathons, this one requires athletes to run through terrain inhabited by wild animals, and usually only accessible by four-wheel drive vehicles.
It was great. It was everything I wanted it to be. There were tons of animals running around everywhere while we were running, and everyone here seems to be having a good time, so I love it.
Traditionally cattle herders, the Masai people themselves participate in the events, which take place on their lands. Their presence is a highlight for many of the foreign runners.
It's great to see that all the locals are here, the Masai. It was wonderful to watch their traditional dances and see everybody coming together.
Kenyans hope events such as this will encourage even more tourists to come to their country. Tourism is already Kenya's second largest industry after agriculture, bringing in millions of dollars every year. Recent threats by the Somali terrorist organization Al-Shabaab and kidnappings of Westerners in northern Kenya have some worried about a chilling effect on tourism. But race organizer Konchella says terrorist threats are not discouraging participation.
This marathon has received for the first time, has received many people to run from the international community, and this is a time when the country is at war. So if it was really affecting international travels, I would say maybe we would have gotten none this time round. But I don't think Al-Shabaab has anything to do with the marathon.
The runners seem to agree that the benefits outweigh the risks.
I think everywhere, there's danger everywhere, and this Al-Shabaab thing, if you decide you're going to stay in the house, you're never going to do anything. So for me, it doesn't really make any difference.
So for now, the runners' biggest concern is simply making it to the finish line.
The finishing was, of course, my best part ever. And I think today I did a bit better than before, although it was challenging, but I think I did good.
Jill Craig for VOA News, Masai Mara, Kenya.
Wow, that takes you right back home, right, Kenya?
Oh, yes.
So, Vincent, what do you think another Kenyan is going to win this race? And it has to. I mean, come on, Kenyans win everywhere around the world, so they should be winning in Kenya
Always
too.
the likelihood is that a Kenyan's going to win. And I have to tell you that many people wonder, how do Kenyans win these races? Why do they win this case? Yeah. The theory is, I mean, it's the reality of their lives. Most of the kids who come out as winners in some of these long races and really races that require stamina come from an environment where they're always running. Running as a way of life, running to school, running back from school, and all the activities involve running up and down the hills.
So this is nothing to them?
No,
it's like a day-to-day activity.
Yeah, it's what they do. They just run. And that builds stamina over the years. It's not something you acquire in a day or 2 years of training.
Well, I think you've just unlocked the key to that mystery. I was wondering, how come? But that's great. So you're telling me that Kenya's going to win, obviously.
I'm always confident.
Masai Mara.
Unless somebody breaks their leg or something.
Well, we'll see what happens. That's from Vincent right there.
All right. Well, that's our show for today. Be sure to watch In Focus on our website at voaafrica.com.
And as always, for more news, please tune into VOA's evening radio show, Africa News Tonight, at 1600 and 1800 UTC, and in the mornings to Daybreak Africa between 0300 and 0600 UTC. That's Monday through Friday. Thanks so much for watching. Good night. See you tomorrow.